Chapter 7, Lesson 2, Numeric Patterns. Last time we learned about non-numeric patterns, non-numbered patterns. Today we're going to learn about patterns that do include numbers. Generally, these patterns will have a rule. The rule is a statement that describes the relationship between numbers and objects. So it's how we're going to know what to do next. That's the rule. Let's look at example 1. Carla sells 3 picture frames for $15 and 4 picture frames for $20. The pattern for the price of the frames is the same. How much money will Carla make if she sells 6 frames? So first we need to identify and describe the pattern. We're going to figure that out by dividing the amount of money by the number of frames. Carla sells 3 picture frames for $15, 4 picture frames for $20. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So 1 picture frame costs $5. Our rule is to multiply the number of frames by $5. So now we're going to extend our rule to see how much we would have if we had sold 6 frames. So 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5 is 30. You can see that each time we were getting bigger by $5. So Carla will make 6 times 5 or $30 if she sells 6 picture frames. Example 2. The chapters in Daniel's book follow a pattern. The even chapters have 12 pages. The odd chapters have 16 pages. The first page number in chapter 1 is 1. Extend the pattern to find the page number of the last page in chapter 6. Okay, so chapter 1. 1 is an odd number. Odds have 16 pages. So you can see here they've done 1, 16. Chapter 2 is an even. That means chapter 2 has 12 pages in it. We have to add 12. 16 plus 12 is 28. Chapter 3 is odd again. That means we're going to add 16. 28 plus 16 is 44. Chapter 4 is even. So we're going to add 12 this time. 44 plus 12 is 56. Plus 16, because chapter 5 is odd, is going to be 72. Then 72 plus 12 is 84. Chapter 6 is going to end on page 84. Now, it does ask us to describe another pattern that we see. We knew that the rule in this case was to add 12, then add 16, and we kept doing that, adding 12, adding 16. So other patterns that we can see. All of these numbers are even. They're bigger, or they increase. Those are some patterns we can see. Let's check the guided practice now. Identify, describe, and extend each pattern. Okay, so they've given us some numbers. We need to figure out what the pattern is and figure out what should come next. We're going from 9 to 12 to 15 to 18 to 21. All of our numbers are going up. That means that in this case we're adding to get up. So what do we add to 9 to get to 12? We would add 3. To get from 12 to 15, again we add 3. 15 to 18, 3. 18 to 21, 3. So our pattern here is to add 3. They've already written the add there. Otherwise, we would have just put in a plus sign in front of the 3. Now we need to finish the pattern, or extend it. 21 plus 3 gives us 24. Let's look at number 2. 5 to 6. What do we do to get from 5 to 6? Well, we added 1. Then 6 to 4. What do we do to get from 6 to 4? This time we subtracted 2. Next, 4 to 5. To get from 4 to 5, we'll add 1. Then 5 to 3. To get from 5 to 3, we subtract 2. So in this case, we're doing 1, then the next. It's kind of like when we alternated between stars and moons in our non-numeric patterns. The pattern is to add 1 and subtract 2. So the last thing we did was to subtract 2. That means we need to add 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 would be our next number. Let's look at number 3. Antonio runs 30 minutes each day. Extend the pattern to find the number of minutes he will run by day 5. Day 1, he ran 30. Day 2, we'll add 30 to that. 30 plus 30 is 60. Day 3, add another 30. Day 4, add another 30. And by day 5, when we add another 30, we have 150. If you would like some more practice with numeric patterns, please go to the next page in your math book and do a few more of the problems. Otherwise, go to your homework and show me what you know.